These rules drive me insane. D&D players, let's talk about controlled mounts versus uncontrolled mounts. I'm gonna very politely ask you to stick around because the more I talk about this, the more insane you're going to think I am, and I promise you I am, but also this is how the rules work. The mounted combat rules are exactly 7 paragraphs. It is 1 column on 1 page in the player's handbook, and 3 of those paragraphs are dedicated to the differences between controlled mounts and uncontrolled mounts. Controlled mounts are very, very simple. You mount the creature, it becomes a controlled mount. This is typically how like horses and other low intelligence creatures work. They can take 3 actions on their turn: dash, disengage, dodge. That is all. Those are the only things they can do. They can move and they can take those 3 actions. They move their initiative to your initiative score and act during your turns, so you can use actions interchangeably with your mount. This makes them very convenient. They're effectively an extension of your character. Notably, Find Steed in the 2024 rules works this way. When you are mounted on your steed, they're a controlled mount, so they can only take those 3 actions. Now, 5e does an awful job distinguishing between actions as a whole, which is actions, bonus actions, reactions, and big A actions, which is the action on your turn. Rambling like an idiot, I know. It's entirely possible they intended Find Steed to be able to use their bonus action during your turn, but again, because they don't verbally distinguish between actions, the type of action, and actions, the category, we don't know. Rules as written, your Find Steed cannot use the bonus actions in its stat block while you are riding it. Yes, you should be starting to feel insane. That is the correct response. The 3rd paragraph details independent mounts. Independent mounts are more intelligent creatures, so this would be like if you climbed on an ally's back or rode on a dragon or something like that. They continue to act on their own turn. If they move, you are carried along helplessly, I guess technically by choice. I don't know. Effectively, you're just another creature taped to their back until you decide not to be, and there's really no other rules interaction there. So in the 2014 rules, Find Steed gives you a creature that is intelligent enough to be an uncontrolled mount, which means that rules as written, if you use Find Steed in the 2014 rules, your horse acts on its own turn independent of you, which kind of defeats the entire point of casting Find Steed. So 2024 rules did make that better by making it a controlled mount, but they also gave Find Steed actions that rules as written it can't use while you're riding it. 100% it cannot use its attacks while you are riding it, because those are like a capital A action. It might be able to use its bonus action, rules as intended, but rules as written, it can't.